Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Another one of the funny ego gifts that was added with Mirror Dungeon 4 that I feel the need to try out is the ammo ego gift, the torn bandolier. I'll just take, sure. But yeah, so torn bandolier. Pierce skills gain clash power, skills that consume ammo deal even more damage based on 40 divided number of coins percentage. And if the unit is out of ammo, gain 2 ammo at the next turn start, once per encounter. So this way, you know, guns are just stronger, and you can get more ammo if you run out. So we're just running a full gun team. There's only 5 people, of course, but that's fine. And of course, Otis only kinda counts, right? That's the thing. She's a ammo ID, like, technically. Her skill 3's got, like, the whole, like, counts as spending last ammo here. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think this counts as a gun skill, if I'm not mistaken, because it doesn't count as spending ammo when you use Magic Bullet at all. It only counts as spending less ammo whenever you spend the final one. So maybe it triggers then and not any other time. I don't know. We're not going to be focusing on you either way, so we'll do something like that, sure. And these are the 5 gun units. I've got this funny as the loading screen because I figured I might as well change it, and his up-tie art is funny because he's just punching the camera. But yeah, you can see we've all got, you know, ammo, all that sort of shenaniganry, so we're just going to gain a bunch of damage and stuff. Of course, the unfortunate thing is you gain the damage buff when you're spending ammo. These two only spend ammo with their skill 3. For you, it's your skill 2 and skill 3, and for you, it's every single skill. So Rob Heath, of course, is the one who gets the most benefit. He's also the most likely to actually run out of ammo. Even though he starts with the most, he's the only person who goes through it this fast, right? Luckily they fixed the bug so ammo goes down at a normal rate, so like it's fine, but yeah. We'll try seeing if we can focus on, like, probably focus on poise a bit here. We could focus on quite a few things on this team. There's a lot of weird overlap we have, like, we've only got 1 burn, you're our only burn, so that's probably not going to be the play, but, like, all 3 of you are Rupture, the 2 of you are Tremor, you 2 are both Poise, you're semi-poise, but not really, because you're passive, but it's irrelevant. There's also Bleed from Gregor. Like, there's a lot of random stat effects we could focus on with this team, and, like, it's not very good to focus on. The Poise is probably our best bet, though, I think. So that's probably going to be what I go for. For floor 1, I kind of just went for this floor because it had Sticky Mock, which is also more Pierce synergy, because we are logically very Pierce heavy. As you'd expect from, you know, a gun team. Kind of weird if you had gun attacks that weren't Pierce, although there are stuff like that in Ruina, right? Got some random, like, blunt guns and stuff, I think. Which does make sense. Some, like, ammunition is, like, blunt, right? That's how it goes. Yeah, quick suppression instantly kills, though, that's for sure. The fact that it gains a... I mean, I guess it's only an 8% damage boost because it's 40 divided by 5. So it's really not that big of a boost, all things considered. It's really only that great of a damage boost if it actually does apply to your skill 3. I don't know for sure. We can try testing it. Because I assume it'll probably count for the 7th bullet, but I don't know if it counts for the other ones, because it doesn't specify it counts as spending ammo unless you are spending the last one, right? Let's see, does the ego gift trigger here? Torn Bandolier! I mean, it triggered, but it's a Pierce skill, so of course it would trigger. That actually didn't tell me anything. I was gonna see whether or not it showed up on the left side, because like you could use that to figure out if the ego gift triggered, but Pierce skills gain clash power. That wasn't a clash, though. That's actually true. So because it triggered on a one-sided attack, that probably means it does count. But it's interesting. I didn't actually know whether or not it did count as, you know, spending ammo for all of the skill 3 shots. So it doesn't specify that, because it really hasn't mattered before Torn Bandolier, right? That's nice. 40% more damage increase from her skill 3 could be really good. Especially if we give her more skill 3s. Might want to make her, you know, the first in slot instead of Gregor. Although I do like the idea of focusing on Pirate Gregor a little bit. He's fun. If we can get some bleed going, could be nice with his doubloons and stuff. Get like Wound Cleared or something might be nice. Upgrade that, because Wound cleared plus plus, not too bad for us, because that means that your skill 1 and 2 are stupidly good for bleed. All your stuff becomes good for bleed, and your skill 1 becomes a little bit of bleed, right? Not a bad option. Or even something like Red Gossip-PM's not bad either, because we don't need enemies to have a lot of bleed. We just need them to have any bleed. Red Gossip-PM means enemies are basically always going to have bleed, right? And then we can get the doubloons pretty consistently. Because we get doubloons like within the first, 2 turns, and we could get like a really good skill 3 off pretty quickly, assuming we had something good for poise as well. We can't upgrade Torn Bandolier. 5% more damage. Pure skills just get a little damage buff, and the ammo benefits a little higher. And then plus 10%, 60%, cool. A little bit better. We'll roll with that, good to know. Don't think I've ever tried to upgrade it before, so... Cool to see. So now we just kind of do more damage in general. Our ammo skills gain even more damage boost, up to 60% from 40% for single coins. And it's still, divided based on the thing. No, it's still better. Now your skill your skill 3 gets a 12% damage increase instead of an 8%. Riveting stuff. Yeah, Nebulizer plus plus would be pretty nice for us though, I think. Because Nebulizer plus plus, we should be able to get Pride Resonances pretty frequently. Because Otis almost always is going for a Pride attack, and we're almost always going to want to use skill 2s with Gregor. Because his skill 2 is a big poise build-up skill, right? We're going to want to use a lot of those early on. Yeah, skill change preferences, get more skill 3s for Otis, and get more skill 2s or 3s for Gregor. I'm not fully sure. Depends on how much poise stuff we can get. Yeah, like, we could have triggered Nebulizer here, for example, right? I can't tell if that was a 60% damage increase or not. Shh. It's very hard to tell. But once again, Torn Bandolier did... Actually, it doesn't matter now. Yeah, wait. Your skills can clash with one. Even if you're not clashing, it still counts as triggering, doesn't it? Especially because it's got the damage increase, right? So yeah. Does it feel like that was a 60% increase to damage? You did, what, like 50 after rolling a 20? I don't know if it does, because offense level difference means that might just be... I don't know, I'm starting to think Otis isn't benefited by Torn Bandolier at all. It's just hard to tell in general, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's Sticky Muck here, though, so we can stack stupid amounts of defense level down. Random Pierce Ego gift. There's not even any good Pierce Ego gifts left, I don't think. All enemies have bleed, gain haste next turn. Cool, I guess. Yeah, there's literally nothing here for Pierce, because there's just not a lot of Pierce. There is, like, the other nail. Not this one, but the other nail, the Pierce nail. That didn't show up here. I don't know, whenever I choose one of the damage types, I feel like I just don't see the Ego gifts for them almost at all, because there's not very many. Let's see, what do I want? Good question. I was saying, Wound Cleared could be nice. None of this stuff really seems to appeal. Yeah. Which is funny. There's Wound Cleared. Should we just go for it? I think so. I think it'll be worth it. And we've got a shop here, so we can re-roll for potentially something useful. Don't know exactly what, though. We've got a lot of status effects we're focusing on with a team like this, so there's a lot that could work. We'll get you a Magic Bullet Fire, though. Might as well. I guess Nebulizer's the main thing, right? Tomorrow's Fortune, meh. God, we're getting so many cheap rerolls. Jeez. Emerald Elytra, we'll take it. We'll do a Poise refresh. Devil's Share, sure. Horseshoe, sure. One more refresh for good luck. No luck. Okay, that's fine. We got a bunch of Poise gifts there, though, so that's cool. KQE. Give me the 40 cost. Cool. Let me press on. Yeah, it's the Gambler floor, so it's going to be a fairly easy floor to deal with. I think a lot of them are going to resist Pierce. Like, these guys resist Pierce. But, like, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. We should be able to get through this. We're still going to do a lot of damage with our Pierce attacks, right? You're also always going to be targeted by Pennant, right? Because you're the only one who's got both Poise and Gloom here. So that's nice to see. So that'll help out a lot. Horseshoe will work when you get Nebulizer. Umbrella Elytra, I mean... None of us... I mean, it'll probably hit you, most likely, if anyone, frequently. You're the only one who's got actual, like, speed stuff. But even then, like, your base speed roll isn't actually that high, and unless we use Body Sack, like... You're not going to be particularly fast, right? Kind of forget about that. I always expect him to be faster than he is. But no, he's still reliant on either Body Sack for haste, or technically the passive as well, but the passive requires a 3 Wrath Resonance, which is unlikely to happen most of the time you're using Rabbit Heathcliff, I feel like. Also not that big of a benefit for, you know, needing a Wrath Resonance in that, like, 7 charge, right? It's a weird passive. You 5 charge, gain haste and attack power up next turn. Don't have the doubloons yet. We'll go for the big Pride Res then. Why not? We're not gonna get any funny skills through this Gregor this fight, and that's fine. We'll get it later this run, I'm sure. I will make sure of it. Nice. Oh yeah, we did get the Blubbering Toad Ego trailer thing today. That seemed cool. Kind of surprised it isn't time killing time. Because I've been expecting time killing time for a few weeks now. I guess they're just waiting a little bit for it, I guess. Yeah, we might get the trailer next week, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Guess we'll see. Anyways, they look cool. It's nice to have a new Zayn for Sinclair. It's the first Zayn that you can actually get from normal extractions, which I did find to be pretty interesting. A fair enough one, though, since Branch of Knowledge isn't great. We'll have to see how it works. I definitely think it's going to be like a gain shield on use or something like that. It looks like he's setting up a barrier for himself, so if it actually gives him shield on use, it's a really cool idea, but you need to also keep in mind that Sinclair's only decent, like, tank ID is Mariachi, who's got a 2 to 3 speed range, and therefore by the time he's set up the shield and normal encounters, he'll already have been hit by basically everyone. So, I don't really think it's going to fix Mariachi, whatever they do with it. Maybe it'll be like a protection, something like that, who knows. Oh yeah, I guess there's Vi Sinclair as well. I kind of forgot about Vi Sinclair entirely. I don't know, both Vi Sinclair and Mariachi do have Gloom, so maybe they're going to be good sources for... It's probably just going to be straight up better than Branch of Knowledge for everything except for Talisman, right? And Talisman wants the Rupture. Hopefully it's not like a negative coin or something, but I'm kind of expecting it to be because of how much, you know, PM loves their funny Crips and Claire Egos. I don't think it will be, but I wouldn't be that surprised. I really hope it's not going to be, I should say. But yeah, in the Honglu one, Honglu Tef, is a slot where I don't care for either of the Egos there too much. I think Roseate Desire can be decent sometimes for him, and so does, you know, Awful, so works out well. It'll be nice. If it's going to be a decent sinking Inflictor, then that'll just make DHE Honglu a lot more solid in sinking teams, because he's already decent, but he's kind of not great for setting up sinking, right? He's good at maintaining it and bursting it, but if you're looking to, like, set up sinking for, like, sinking deluge shenanigans, he's really not that great, usually. You'd kind of prefer someone like a Butler Faust or something like that. But if he gets an Ego that can actually help out with inflicting sinking, it could make him better on sinking teams. Although I do think his chances of being on the sinking team for long aren't too high, because whenever we get Earl King, I do get a feeling that DHE Honglu is going to be the one that gets benched. Unless his Toad E.G.Os like going to be stupidly busted or something for sinking. I kind of doubt it, though. Who knows, maybe it'll be like sinking fragility or something. Because that is something that, exists, right? I think? No, Rupture Fragility exists. The Sing Fragility, it might. I don't remember. From Random Mermaid or something. I don't know. It's awful in either way, because Singing Fragility just makes sinking do 1 more damage, so you could just inflict 1 sinking instead most of the time. So hopefully it's not something like that. I'm getting myself, because was it Gloom Fragility that was bugged to to have like a sinking fragility icon for the first bit after they added Sign of Roses, something like that. There was a weird bug like that at some point. Might have been actually Gloom Damage Up had the sinking icon on it for some reason, something like that. I don't know. Either way. New Egos are going to be pretty Gloom heavy, I'm sure. None of the other Sin Affinities really matched the Toad very well at all. Wouldn't be surprised if there's like a little bit of like enemy requirement too, so oh boy, it's directly competing with Rhyme Shake. Either way, it's nice to have more Gloom stuff you can use because it's nice because you actually want Gloom Resonance pretty highly on singing teams, right? Because, like, you know, Linton Gregor, Butler, Otis, and DHE Honglu all need 3 Gloom Res for their passives. And their passives are all pretty nice. They're not insane good for, like, sinking infliction, really, but they're really good for just doing more damage and stuff like that. So it's nice to be able to get them off consistently. So having Egos that you can pull out is cool. Ignore the fact that Honglu already does have a Gloom Ego, though, but I highly doubt that his Toad Ego is going to be... I keep on forgetting the name of the Toad Ego. It's got a weird name. It's a bit of a mouthful. I'm sure I'll get used to it in time, but for now I'm still forgetting. Because it's... Cavernous Wailing. Okay. I'm probably just going to call it Wailing for simplicity. Oh yeah, Wailing. It's Wailing Ego. Not to be confused with, you know, whales, like, you know, Canto 5 whales. It's the other spelling of whales, like crying. Oh, Ida's the only one. Oh no, this guy's alive too. Well, Ida's basically the only one alive. We can kill these guys with guns. But yeah, I'm sure that Wailing is going to be better for Gloom than Land of Illusion for Honglu anyways, because, I mean, 5 Gloom is a lot. Land of Illusion is a singing ego technically, but it's not very good, is it now? Only like 5. Alright, we're taking Windclared, of course. Fairly obvious pick, I think. Random EU gift, don't mind if I do. Tomorrow's Fortune. Not really that too late for that, so that's actually not bad. What do we want, though? Smoke and Wires is an interesting idea. More bleed, not great. Clover's not bad. Oh, the nail, this is Pierce, of course, but it's only for one person. It's not great. Kaleidoscope is interesting. Once again, not great. I should probably just go for Nebulizer, yeah. Pride Velour, we've got a lot of Pride. It should be fine. Even if we get, like, Gossip EM or Fey Lantern, I think we'll be able to handle them fairly easily. Upgrade things, maybe? Ooh, yeah. Horseshoe Plus is nice. Not really nice right now, I guess. Upgrade this. We don't really need to upgrade it again. We just wanted to target one person. And now it's turn start, so our Elytra is actually usable. Oh, Wound Cleared. I almost forgot. I did actually forget. I don't know why I said almost, but I got lucky and got some cheap rerolls, so we're fine still. Cool. I guess we'll take this as well. It's more haste is nice for Rabbit Heath. All bleed on all enemies is doable, maybe? I don't know. Okay, sinking doesn't help us very much, and so this is just gonna be free SP loss, so it's not great. That's fine. We got some decent EU gifts going on right now. I'd like a little bit more bleed, probably. Like I said, if I can get Red Gossip BM, that would be optimal. This is normal, though, so it's kind of hard to get tier 4s. So I'm not gonna, you know, pray for it too hard. It's not super likely, right? Pride Res, cool. Not that it matters because we still don't have Nebulizer, but we'll get Nebulizer at the end of this floor, so that'll be cool. Does mean that we're not going to be able to upgrade Nebulizer until the end of the 4th floor, so that's a little unfortunate. You'd really like to have it by this point, but that's fine. We're still doing decently. Getting our sanity back from the Compass event. Good to see. Yeah, Concentrated Fire is a lot of bleed, though, so that's funny. We could have you stack this up, and then for inclusion that guy for the funny. Yeah, I'm down for that. stall a little bit. Want to see if we can get some funnies off, right? Obviously, quick suppression kills this guy very severely. But we'll be able to get to 3 doubloons, assuming we get both heads here, so that's nice. And we'll be able to get a 4th doubloon here. Cool. I just wanted to make use of that because I felt like it. Wasn't really that necessary, but it was fun. Just shoot this guy, though, for fun. I mean, you do spend SP to do this, but, like, once again, the important part is to be funny about it, I think. Right? It always is. Comedy is always, you know, the #1 priority. Stone Tomb, more poise, cool. Building up poise faster is good. Gaining some poise on kill with a sloth attack could happen with Gregor's skill 1. Right? That's an interesting music and fight combo. I don't think I've seen the Pink Shoes Possessy fight playing Canto 4 D1. I think D1? Yeah, I think so. Bit of an odd combo, that's for sure. That's fine, though. Not that big of a worry. I should have actually doubled up on someone with Gregor, huh? And Heathcliff. Had Heathcliff attack someone first and have Gregor one side, that person just get the 2 doubloons for free. He should be fine, because he's gonna have 2 skill slots, but it's gonna be down to luck whether or not he actually gets what his skill 3 in the 2nd skill slot, though, right? So we'll see. A bunch of them have bleed, but not all of them, so we don't get the haste. That's fine. You're faster here. So if I were to do it like this, okay? Will that work how I want it to? Because this is clashing, will it go first? I don't know if it will. That's because usually it prioritizes clashes, but I don't know if it really does, right? This might not go as I'd hoped it would. I guess we'll see. Worth a shot, right? No, it is going how I wanted it to. Cool, awesome. This way we can actually get to the 4 doubloons in time. Not if we... Never mind, okay. That's unfortunate. That's still 3 doubloons, so it's decent, right? We didn't gain doubloons there. Was the enemy out of bleed because of the clashing, I assume? I kind of forgot about that part. Yeah. Is there any areas that inflict bleed on Clash Wind? Is there any passives that inflict bleed on Clash Wind, actually? Any support passives? If so, that could be pretty good for Gregor, huh? Not really something I thought about. There might be. I feel like a lot of the bleed support passives are like, stuff like, on hit, right? Stuff like that, mainly. I think. Sure, roll with this. They'll either all die or I'll get close enough, right? Nice. You're at 50 poise, jeez. We don't even have Nebulizer. Like, that's the funniest part. I love having a good Pirate Gregor run, though. He's a fun unit. Okay, you died to the moths, too, so that's cool. We have an edge over them, we sure do. We get an U-gift now, always nice. Neither of these help very much, so we'll just take Talisman Bundle. Sure. Event time, you... Once again, doesn't particularly help us out. I mean, we do actually want Tremor a little bit. Keep on forgetting, you know, 2 of the people on this team are Tremor synergy. That was Fey Lantern, right? Pride and Lust. Yeah, definitely. I know if it's weak to Lust, there is no... It physically cannot be, Gossipium, because Drenched Gossipium is 0.2 to Lust. So assuming I saw it correctly, and that's Pride and Lust, yeah, that should be Fey Lantern. I think Pride and Wrath would be Gossipium. They're both weak to Slash and Pride, so it's the other Sin Affinity that's got to, you know, give it away which one it is. And of course, if it was Fairy Gentleman, it would be, you know, Pierce, Pride, Sloth, so, yeah. Obviously. Nice. We'll have a good gunshot. It allows Ishmael to kill that guy, so that's cool. And Gregor triggers Moth, so he might kill the last guy with that. Yeah, cool. 11 damage Moths did the job. Awesome. Random Ego gift, of course. Perversion. Fine. I haven't used a single ego yet this run, and that's probably not going to change too much. We might need it for like a clash or something, or maybe if we want to do some damage or something, right? Oh, we can unilateral business, get you some of that going. Cool. Go for our weak attacks here, right? The important thing is Gregor gets his attack off, so he's going to build up his poise immediately. Yeah, that's already 14 poise. Alright, that's pretty cool. And of course you go down. That'll be a shocker. The fact that he actually rolled past his turn 1 is so good, because it meant that he also got Emerald Lighter. Yeah, he's already got 95% crit chance. Oh, we've got quick suppression. Oh no, this thing is so dead. Also, weird choice, but we're going to ignition here so we can get some bleed going so that we can stack doubloons. We don't actually need to stack doubloons, huh? I guess we should have just shot then. I guess you do resist Pierce, but like, would have been more damage, I'm sure. Yeah, there's 4 fragility. We're gonna get 9 more fragility with the suppress as well, so that's real funny. Of course, Ryoshi is the only one that's gonna make use of the 9 fragility part of things, but it's still really funny, don't get me wrong. And we do get a stagger plus here, so that's also pretty funny. Maybe I should have binds. I was thinking about it, binds with Otis. Would have been a decent choice, right? So then we could have gotten a stagger plus plus in this Abno. Oh, we've got enough doubloons. Alright. You resist Gloom, though, right? Yeah, 0.5 to Gloom, so it's not going to be the strongest shot, but it'll still be really good, right? Yeah, still 400 damage to enemy 0.5 to Gloom. It's pretty good. Magic Bolt Fire. Nice. And finally Quake Rounds, yeah. But Bandolier does give Foregone Conclusion a 30% damage increase, because 60 divided by 2. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, there is Nebulizer. Base power, pointless power, minus power. That's fine. I'm not concerned. I'm not one to feel fear for things I should probably fear. We want something weak to Gloom here, I think. Both of you are weak to Gloom. Sure, we'll just go for the charge floor then. Why not? Envy floor is the exact same, but also had, what's his face on it, but he might resist Gloom, I don't remember. Key and Branch. Sure, we'll take it. Just kinda took some random things there. Let's roll for skill changes, maybe. Ryoshu, get her actually. I'm down to try that. Get you another skill 3 so you can use your gun a little more. You've kind of just been on the team, not really doing much. We've got so much poise, though, that you might be able to make use of it. It'd be better if we upgraded Pendant to ++, I guess. Speaking of Wayward Passenger, he might not be a boss on this floor, but at least he's got an event. He's still with us in spirit. More charge stuff, cool. Doesn't really help us that much, but it's something. It's haste gain for primarily Heathcliff, right? Or is it people with pride skills, or is it Gloom skills that get the bonus? It's Gloom for this one, and is it pride for the other one, right? Yeah, Gloom for this one, it's pride for wrist guards, yeah. So charge people with Gloom skills gain even more haste. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, god. You gain power up instead. So if we can build up charge on you, I guess that could work. It's not really gonna happen though, but you know, it's the thought. What should we do? We'll do one of those, sure. We'll turn 2 Magic Bolt Fire so we can at least hit 2 people with it, because that's better than 1 person. Nice. Craze the Grass, doesn't have a great chance of winning this. Yeah, it's actually an impossible chance of winning this. Good to know. And you know, that was, god, like 30 sanity on that enemy immediately. Pretty funny. Yeah, well, 2-target magic bullet fire. Foregone conclusion, this guy is super overkill, so I'll just negotiation start, and that should still kill, so that works. Well, if any of these guys survive this turn, we do have a foregone conclusion with their name on it, so that'll be fun. No crit with 55% crit chance. Oh well, that's fine. Not that big of a deal, really. Nice. Once again, we've had Heathcliff go for the unwinnable clash. That's a little unfortunate. Even with perfect odds, he physically could not win. Because their min roll is a 12 on their final coin, and you did get staggered by that, so that's unfortunate. Foregone conclusion, this guy, though, just kill him. Actually, we've only got one doubloon, really, huh? Would have thought we had more. Well, we still kill, so it doesn't matter, but, huh. Oh, I had Otis go for an impossible clash, too. I really need to pay attention to protect the town more, don't I? There's another stagger. Well, oof this guy. And then we've got one enemy left, and they're taking a suppress. For a second, I was like, we got the foregone conclusion on the moths, but we didn't. Foregone conclusion was second. But it's still fine. You might die to this? Yeah, 92. Jeez. Cool. Doesn't really make you wonder why Pequod Town is on the charge floor, but that's just kind of how it goes. Oh, I should have gone for that for more bleed. That's fine. Umbrella. Sure. Just keep on sending it straight across, yeah. I do believe that is, that boss is KQA, I believe, so we're gonna brutally murder KQE. That'll be fun. Only 3 enemies for this fight, that's interesting. Don't think I've seen this particular, like, group of T-Corp guys. Weird. Kind of surprised they didn't put the T-Corp guys as, like, a boss on a random floor or something. Would have been funny if we had, like, the Railway 2 T-Corp guys, so it's just 2 of them, but each of them has 3 skill slots. Maybe even the 2-wave one if they want to be real funny. I don't know, some random fights that would have been funny if they added. Like, I'm kind of sad we didn't get the Fairy team-up fight. At least in Hard or something, right? Like the one where Fairy Longlegs and Fairy Gentleman, you know, worked together from Railway 2. Railway 2 had some silly fights. It was awful in general, that's for sure, but like some of the fights would be fun in Mirror Dungeon, I think. Without, you know, stupid protections and stuff. I don't want Railway Centipede or Fox, of course, because those are awful. Other stuff is cool, though. I'm still mad we got Sign of Rose and Mirror Dungeon, but only as the event fight. Sign of Roses isn't a boss on any of the floors for some reason I don't understand. It's such a strange decision, it feels like, right? Like, you'd really think, like, oh yeah, surely it's the boss on, like, the Rupture floor or something. I don't actually know if Sign of Roses inflicts Rupture, but, like, it might. It's gift is Rupture-y stuff. I don't know the actual boss inflicts. What does inflict? I can pull it up, can't I? Sign of Roses, pull up the fandom wiki. Go to the enemy, and let's look at its actual skills. Burn, bleed. Oh yeah, it's everything. That's right. Well, not necessarily everything, but it's got burn, it's got tremor, it's got bleed, it's got rupture. Another thing that doesn't have is sinking in the buff ones. So it could have fallen under any of those, really. It's only a small amount of each of those, but, like, that didn't stop them from putting Farm Watch on the bleed floor when he's got, you know, 10 bleed on a single skill, and that's it. Oof. And finish the job with the Heathcliff, yeah. Cool. Victory. Event. Cyclops. Sure, we'll take it. I guess the bridal wouldn't be the worst option either. We've got some people with some blunt skills. But it's not that great. Fragment of Conceit is interesting. Wish I could pull up my team here. Do I have Blind Obsession on Reish? Because if so, that's not a bad choice. It's kind of 50-50 whether or not I got Blind Obsession or Red Eyes, though. I can try it. I mean, it's not great. The only things that really helps, it only helps Poise Egos, so like that. I guess it helps Sunshower to a degree. Does Sunshower cost Pride? It might. Oh, does Sunshower, I mean, of course. Oh yeah, we got Ishmael on the team, actually. I kind of completely forgot about that. That's really obvious. You know, sell our sinking stuff. We don't have any sinking. Kind of pointless to have sinking things on this team. Give me Fragmented Conceit. I'm gonna press on, because we want to upgrade Nebulizer to ++. Oh, nice. Funny. Refund. More people get Keen Branch, sure. And 2 people gain Pendant. Sure. We'll send that. We've got a super strong Blind Obsession for this guy. He's not weak to Pride, though. I always get so confused because his Luxcavation is weak to Pride, but he himself isn't weak to Pride. He's neutral to it. For some strange reason. Oh well. No reason to worry that much. This is kind of stupid, but it's beneficial, I swear. Save that, I guess. This gives Poise to a random ally, so that's something. I don't know if this works, actually. I don't know if there's a way I can get this to work where I actually clash everything. That's the main thing. Oh, counterpoint. I don't need to clash. Oh no, you're gonna hit me. What a shame. If we do this, we get the bleed off, then we can actually start stacking some doubloons. Next turn, we'll probably get a skill 3 in the other slot, right? Logically speaking. I think that'll work out. And we hit heads, so we actually did manage to succeed. I think even if we hit tails, I think Wound Declared would trigger, so we still would get some bleed off. There we go, 2 doubloons. 41 roll on Blind Obsession. I didn't clash with Blind Obsession, because if I did, the clash would go before, so the enemy would run out of bleed before we got the chance to set up doubloons with Gregor. So that's the reasoning for my turn order, my attack order, and the reason I just didn't clash anything. We do just stagger you, though, so we didn't actually need to clash anything beyond Vithotis, so that works out. Shh. And, we don't have a skill 3 ready for you. That's unfortunate. I was hopeful. That's fine. We've got some stupidly strong stuff this turn. We've got a 3-speed quick suppression, which isn't good. So, oh well. Yeah, we just attack you a bunch and you take a lot of damage and you die. You broke the Sod's leg. Sure did. Oof time. More Tremor, more Rupture, some Tremor Burst, which does nothing for us, but it's still funny. Stack more Bleed with Graze the Grass. And, I mean, you're still unable to do anything this turn. Oh, now we've got a 12-speed quick suppression. Alright. Might as well. Darn. If we had a suppress, that would have been really funny. But you're probably going to die before we get the Foreign Conclusion off, right? Oh, you resist Envy. That's right. That might actually save your life. We're still doing it, though, because I want to set up the damage. Okay. We killed the first coin of Foreign Conclusion. I was worried that would happen. I was holding my breath. We were just too good. Unfortunate. Well, KQE died, so it's nice. That's a victory. You did the most, makes sense. You had 2 skill slots basically every fight, because we were only winning a 5-person team, so I'm not surprised. Cool. I'll take my 3 Battle Pass levels, almost level 700 now. 1 more Mirror Dungeon, then we'll be level 700. That's cool. It will be nice to have some boxes. I'll need to spend some of them to get the Egos, because there's no way I'm pulling for Egos. It's interesting we're getting a 2 Ego banner, because we haven't gotten a 2 Ego banner barring Walpurgis Knight since Red Eyes, right? I think so. I think we've only had 3 2 Ego banners before, because we had the Telepole one, Dimension Shredder, Red Eyes. Otherwise, it's only been single Ego banners, barring Walpurgis Knight, of course. That's a 2 ego banner, but it's well purchased, so it's kind of different entirely. Cool. And yeah, sure, we got a 2 star, that's nice. I'm setting up shards. 100 for you, 70 for you. Not a lot, we'll spend quite a few boxes, but as I kind of briefly showed, I'm not really in that big of a concern for my boxes. I actually need more things to spend boxes on right now. I say that, but I will greatly regret it once Update 5 comes around, I'm sure. Don't have nearly enough to do basically anything for that. We've still got like a couple months before then, I hope. Probably next season. But yeah, gun, fun. I like Biogravity Rally. He's one of my favorite IDs. It's just super fun to set up his stuff and do a lot of damage with the foregone conclusion. And it's one of those IDs where if you don't play him right, he does like pitiful damage, which I always like. I always like IDs that you can't just like Unga Bunga brain off to do a lot of damage with, right? You still could, but like if you foregone conclusion without poison, without doubloons, it's gonna do like 30 damage. But if you do it with everything set up, it's gonna do like 500, right? It's such a big difference a lot of the times. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!